Winning Time, Season 2, Episode 4, The New World. 1981 preseason. Celtics got the cover of Sports Illustrated, but the Lakers are up by near 30. Westhead wants to cut Rambis because his numbers suck, but Riley knows Rambis is an effort guy. Westhead's getting all giddy about his classroom picture in Sports Illustrated, and Riley looks annoyed as fuck.
That boy's smelling the flowers. He about to cut Kurt Rambis. How you cut Kurt Rambis? How you gonna cut glasses?
Glasses.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no,
Can't Kurt. You cutting Rambis is like you cutting Rick Fox. What did you need Rick Fox for? You know what you needed Rick Fox for? Energy. Excitement. Soccer moms in the stands buying season tickets. That's what you needed Rick Fox for, man.
That's hilarious.
You needed the hippies. It's the 80s. Hippies love basketball. Bill Walton.
Yeah.
Shit, Kareem is goddamn hippie.
Yeah. Pretty accurate.
It's the 80s, bro. You don't cut the hippies.
Yikes. The Lakers also don't fuck with Westhead. Norm tells Kupchak to go talk to Bus about Westhead, and Kupchak says, if I'm the cracker, then you're the cheese. I was like, what? What is happening?
I swear to God, I rewound that part. I wrote it back to hear it a second time. I'm just trying to like envision Mitch Kupchak being that witty, because it didn't feel that way while he was here.
Oh man, yeah, that was.
If I'm the cracker, you're the cheese.
At this point, I'm just like, what's going on with the pace of this episode right now?
Man, it felt long though. Like we were moving at breakneck speed, but this episode felt very long.
At the beginning, it seemed like it was going fast, and then it just started going slower and slower, I felt like. Jerry West will talk shit about a motherfucker and then come in smiling. Speaking of West, he also wants to cut Rambis. Westhead keeps him to spite Jerry West. Pat goes to tell him the good news.
Right on. Cool. Bet. Because he ain't give it down.
He didn't.
He knew his hippie karma would keep him safe. It's the 80s.
I think they got Rambis down to a T.
He looks like Kurt Rambis for sure.
He does. He really does. Red wants Dr. Bus to know that he knows about Magic's lifetime contract, and David Stern is there to corroborate everything.
Fucking weasel.
Yeah.
Just confirming what a slimy little...
That was pretty bad.
Fucking imp David Stern was, man. Just y'all just don't understand the backroom deals. The idea that like, oh, the NBA is the most rigged sport other than baseball, or like the idea that like people don't believe that the finals are actually real competition and it's all narratives and collusion with the networks and blah blah blah. David Stern.
Yeah. David
Stern. The lottery, David Stern. The NBA refs rigging games scandal, David Stern. He was here for all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really, it's not very, how did I almost miss this? Shout out to Cole. The fucking Chris Paul trade.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, well, the league's technically in ownership of the Hornets, and we don't feel like it's an adequate take the goddamn trade. Man, you would have changed the trajectory of two careers, but, you know, David Stern and the Hornets that aren't even the Hornets anymore. They got sold to New Orleans.
Yep.
Real bang up job there. But yeah, so it didn't surprise me at all that he leaked the details.
Huh? They are the Hornets now again.
Well, now again.
Yeah, but
after they moved the team back to Charlotte and they were the Bobcats and now they're the Hornets again.
Oh, Bobcats, yikes.
Like it was a long, arduous road to get the Hornets back to Charlotte, but they were supposed to be saved by the astute manager of the franchise at that time, David Stern.
Yeah. So David Stern is there to corroborate. Jerry Buss decides to rub it in Red's face that he's getting whooped. That makes Red mad, so Bird gets some playing time. They also get Jack Nicholson down to a T.
Hey man, whoever is Jack Nicholson's double, you know what they probably got? There was a in Dr. Sleep with, is that Ewan McGregor? Or is that Jude Law? Who played? Whoever. No, Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor was in Dr. Sleep. It's supposed to be like a sequel to The Shining. Right? And so in that movie, he sees his dad because Ewan McGregor's playing the little boy in The Shining, all grown up. Mm-hmm. Well, so they have like a kind of a, if you haven't seen Dr. Sleep, that was like 3 years ago. You should probably get to it. But there's a scene in there where he sees his dad sitting at that bar in the hotel, and he's kind of having a conversation with him back and forth. And the guy that they get to play Jack is a very young version, but like, man, you could really kind of see it. It kind of resembles this guy. I don't know if they use the same actor, but it resembles him.
Gotcha. He had his mannerisms down too. It was pretty good. Red ain't done, and he tells the press about the contract, which makes everything go to shit later on in the episode, but we will discuss. The Lakers, including Cap, seem to be upset with Magic's deal. Cap is talking to other teams about using his services, and Bus has to figure out a way to keep him on the Lakers.
I didn't I didn't live through the era, but I didn't realize that Kareem was so perpetually disgruntled in his time with the Lakers, but won so much.
Yeah.
Like, in spite of it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
A far cry from, the kind of stuff that goes on now in the NBA where guys are unhappy and then, next season they're somewhere else unhappy.
Nope.
Team's hurting. Jesus.
Westhead comes out of fucking nowhere and thinks he's God's gift to the Lakers, sent down to talk to Kareem about being the fulcrum of the team. And Bus says, get the fuck up out of here. Westhead challenges Bus by saying that Magic isn't working out on the team and that it's because Magic has a direct line to Bus. Bus invites Bill and Jerry West to leave and levels into him about his bitching and tells him to win or find a new job.
So it is unique in that Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, I guess, were one of the first two stars that have that kind of relationship with their owners. It wasn't very common to see guys like having private meetings or, going to the house and all that other stuff. The type of relationship that Magic had with Jerry Buss, or the type of relationship that Larry had with Red Auerbach, that wasn't very common at the time. And you add the entertainment factor to it with LA and Magic and Jerry. It's a whole nother dynamic. Like, Jerry sees it much less of an employer relationship and more so of like, we got to make this work because you're one of the biggest stars this game will ever see. And I believe in that, and I want you to retire here, right? So like, it's a different dynamic, and so they're wading in uncharted waters where typically, regardless, he's a rookie, so like he should still be playing out his initial deal that he signed to, or he's not a rookie anymore, but he's on a rookie contract, so he should be playing out the contract that he's already on, and he's getting a 25-year contract, pretty much a lifetime contract. Yeah. At that point. And so that's hitting guys that have already been in the league longer, guys that are on the team may have come in him, like Michael Cooper. Why Michael Cooper is feeling that way, I don't understand, because Michael Cooper was the first person to get paid. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was like $850,000. So Magic's making $1 million a year. You're making $850,000. Come on, man. Why are we counting pennies right now? Are you Magic Johnson? I mean, you're a hell of a player, Michael Cooper, Minister of Defense. But are you Magic Johnson? I guess
that his total amount or his yearly amount?
Ooh, you right. He could be making $50,000. But I mean, even still, man, like, I guess contracts weren't as such back then that the star makes an astronomical number and everybody just kind of fits around that. So maybe this is the beginning of that, and now we're just witnessing how it came off initially back then before it was the norm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honey comes to console Jerry, and Jeannie is in the back just watching awkwardly. I thought that was weird.
There's something off about Honey. She too down, man. She don't have no trepidation. Her concern and her her red flags lasted for about half an episode, and it was just like, okay, we're getting married. What? Excuse me?
Yep. The next day, Jeannie's brother, Johnny, is icing her out, and Honey says that she should apologize. That causes Jeannie to get all snippy with her.
I mean, that is just like the most obvious fucking advice you can get at that moment. Just be like, oh, my bad, bro. You liked her. I'm sorry. Had to do what I had to do, but it still hurt you, and I apologize.
Yeah. Simple.
Shut up, honey. I'm the only woman in this house.
The Lakers are pissed, but Norm is the most mad. But he better check his tone because he might end up going.
Hey, I'm like, bro, did you not remember the castration you received?
Literally last episode.
Like, fam, you have a very short memory. You have a very short memory. Like, you want to go to Cleveland. Like, you really want to be in Cleveland in the 80s? Maybe that was a happening time. I'd have to talk to my family.
Mm-hmm. Here go fucking Westhead trying to hype his team up before the season opener, but he's telling people they have to run his system or sit on the bench. At this time, realistically, I thought Magic may be incentivized to not fuck with the system because he's getting paid either way, and benching Magic will just land Westhead out of LA.
At this point, my contract outlasts your regime, fam. You are not going to be my only coach. You're not going to coach here for 25 years. You may not be coaching here for the next 25 days. Okay?
Especially if you're benching Magic.
Yeah, do what you want. Do what you want. This goddamn system shit. Are you in your spot? Are you in your spot? Why are you so far from your spot? You're not in your spot. Your spot's way over here.
Oh,
they're doing a very good job of making him seem like a fucking dweeb.
Yes.
Especially
dweeb. This episode.
My dude has been throwing a bitch fit all season. The only reason why he kept Kupchak is because he found out that Jerry West wanted to cut him. He found out not Kupchak. Rambis, yeah, because he found out Jerry West wanted to cut him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so stupid. The Lakers end up losing to Houston again by 1. Then they lose to the Nets by 2. The system is fucked up and Magic is behind, getting consoled by Cookie. Westhead wants to take this team over.
Keep in mind, this is the period in Magic Johnson's career, according to Gilbert Arenas, where he was playing small forward.
Yeah.
He was the small forward.
Right.
What we're witnessing right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Westhead seems to want to take this team over through Kareem. The Lakers end up 2-4. Magic is trying to appeal to Kareem and fails. Pat watches from the bus. Then Pat and Westhead are arguing, and all of the Lakers can feel it. Westhead mentions being the head of the team, not Magic, and Magic hears it, so no, Magic won't get on the bus.
I'm the captain. I'm the leader. Not Magic fucking... Nah, finish your sentence, Paul.
Yikes.
Like, man, oh my God, losing confidence by the day.
Right.
By the day. The most interesting part of all this is that he's able to coax Kareem into feeding into his bullshit. Like, yeah, you know, this franchise did you wrong and you deserve more. And I wouldn't be mad if you were looking for greener pastures after the season. Like, bruh, what? Are you poison pilling the organization?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Damn, Magic Johnson when he becomes general manager.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's crazy, right? That talk about come full circle.
Yikes.
Your head coach was trying to poison pill the team on his way out, and here you are when you become general manager, bad mouthing the Lakers on your way out. Woo wee! Talk about full circle.
Sheesh.
My goodness. Was Paul Westhead right about Magic Johnson?
Some 30 years later. The pressure on Bus to fire Westhead is rising. Pat is fucking stressed dealing with Westhead as he should be. Westhead seems to really believe his own bullshit. He forges on and wins 3 straight and continues to believe his own bullshit because he thinks he can plug anybody into his system. After 3 games, fam, relax.
Bruh.
Relax. Magic comes to consult Bus about what's going on the court, and Dr. Bus tells bro that he may need to just ride the shit out with Westhead because Westhead is also a partner in this situation.
Because once again, firing your head coach because your star does not like him is not a thing yet. It's getting ready to become a thing, but it is not. It's not something that happens. Not Dr. J, not Bill Russell, not any of the greats that have preceded Magic Johnson have commanded that amount of power. Like, we haven't seen Michael Jordan yet.
Yeah.
Right? Bird and Magic are raising the bar that makes a Michael Jordan even possible. Mm-hmm. Because before then, players didn't have that much power.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of seeing the evolution of player mobility and negotiating tactics with the players that kind of gives them more leverage than what they previously had. You kind of just got to be more willing to be the bad guy for the moment, you know? And once guys learn that, floodgates.
Yep. Then Dr. Bus gets bro some bitches and all is forgotten for the time being, seemingly.
Yeah.
Dr. Bus tells Jeannie that he's about to marry Honey and he needs help picking out the ring. And she freaks out, which ends up pissing Jerry off.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you just you're about to marry one of your old girlfriends after being around her for like 3 weeks. So that'd be a big concern too.
Yeah. Yep. Jack McKinney is back to see Westhead.
Ooh, I love this exchange.
Oh, this scene was so amazing. Jack McKinney is back to see Westhead. McKinney ain't changed for shit, but Westhead sure has. McKinney tells this man straight up that he's going to expose him in both of their games, and Westhead is absolutely shook.
See, I love the part where he was like hyping him up and saying, "Yeah, man, you're doing a great job, man. They did what I could never do." And he thinks he's talking about basketball, and he's like, No. I mean, you turning into a fucking Hollywood starlet, you know. I could never get into that shit, but you're doing it, man. You're going to convince some people that you're actually a good coach. Good job.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm going to take you out in the middle of the floor and assault you. I won't finish here in this game. I'm going to finish in the next game. But by the time the next game comes, I will have.
Yikes. Yikes.
I saw the opportunity. I had to take it.
Fair enough. Pat Riley stops Magic and tries to get him down with the system. Strange that Pat is doing even more of Westhead's job. Speaking of Westhead, he is fuming that his players are talking to McKinney before the game, which, come on, fam, stop.
Nobody likes you. Go home, Roger. Maybe it's are you in your spot for the last like 3 months that nobody likes.
Absolutely.
Or maybe it's the fact that you have a flashy young superstar that you are trying to turn into a backup guard, or or just trying to hold down the pine, make sure the pine doesn't levitate off the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, what is there to like, Paul? Yeah, you won the championship, and then the very next season you try to overhaul what got you there before. So what is there to like? Oh, by the way, you guys suck currently. So you're not even winning. You can't even lean on the whole championship thing.
Yep. Lakers get the win, but the Pacers took them to double OT. McKinney wasn't joking about exposing him. Here go Westhead all excited about the fourth straight win, going straight to this man's head. Mm-hmm. Come on, fam. Like, the Pacers shouldn't have taken you to double OT.
They shouldn't have taken you to double OT, and then they was really close to beating you.
Yeah. Like,
you should be a little bit more upset that it got this close in the first place. And then on top of that, I mean, he did tell you that, like, this was the primer. Like, this is foreplay. The wham bam thank you ma'am is going to come next game when I play you again, and then everyone will know.
Yeah. And apparently the Pacers offense have looked like they've never looked before, and all sorts of stuff. Like, he definitely exposed you.
Didn't he ask you if you wanted to split some wings? This man has turned into a psychopath.
Yeah.
How you going to threaten a man's manhood like that and then offer him a chicken wing? This man's Hannibal Lecter.
Yikes. Jeannie is absolutely pissed that she's helping her dad pick out a ring for Honey. But she does anyway. It is what it is.
Enabler. Like, ain't nobody gonna say it? No one's gonna say it? Okay. All right. Guess you're getting a new stepmommy. See how long that lasts. She gonna take a nice pretty chunk too.
Yeah. Magic misses a pick compensating for Kupchak, and he falls to the ground and takes Kupchak down with him. After Utah scores, Westhead gets heated, and the two have an argument about it being Kupchak's responsibility. Westhead demands Magic get in the huddle, and after arguing with Utah fans, of course, Bro contemplates hitting the locker room.
You live in Utah.
After a conversation in a janitor's closet, the press has Westhead flustered, and Johnson ends up discussing his unhappiness with his position with the team and announces that he wants a trade.
What did homeboy say? An almond tree bears its fruit in private. He's like, who are you quoting?
Myself.
That's a Paul Westhead original.
Yeah.
Jesus, guy, you're coming apart. You're done. I mean, this is over with.
Yep.
You don't even have an ally now. Your guy that you think is your ally, your friend, he about to walk out the door right with you.
Yep.
About to go out the door right with you.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoy Fuck Around State, because that's exactly where you're going back to.
Oh, well.
Hope you make it to the Find Out Championship.
Seems like in episode 5, we're finally going to get Pat Riley. Maybe. Oh, I think.
Let's go ahead and get there. Start slicking that bad boy back. See some of this. See some Pat Riley, baby. Let's get this show on the road, actually.
Yeah. This was a tough episode, but I actually kind of felt for Magic.
It was frustrating just to see, like, it's always cringy to see someone like actively lead themselves into their demise. Like, you see the steps, you see the mistakes that they made along the way, you see all the opportunities that they've had to correct their course and right the ship, and then you see the exact reasons why that they're just not going to do that. And usually it has something to do with ego, arrogance, hubris, however you want to explain it, but over-evaluating self-worth is usually the at the core of it.
Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely felt for Magic in this situation, but we'll see. I think he's...
I mean, he's got some of that too, because, I mean, how long did it take him... it took Pat Riley yelling at you in the locker room to even see that, like, you were actually actively trying to make it work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he still has never really completely gave it his all. So there is some responsibility on that side. And then running a damn bus every time you have a problem is not the way. I think your teammates would like to see you stick it out here. You know, especially with the conversation of this full contract shit going on, you running up and down the damn elevator to the boss's office is not helping that narrative.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on, and then obviously the trade request is not going to help. So,
no.
It'll be interesting to see how all of this gets smoothed over and who spearheads it. But I know what the result's going to be.
Yep.
Bye, Miss American Pie. Drove a Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This will be the day that I die. Yeah, this will be the day that I die."
The banjo's nuts.
This is Paul Westhead.
Yo.
After loses his job. Need a ride. Coming from LA.
Yo.
Sold my life away for my ego.
Yikes. Oh well.
But yeah, that is episode 4 of Winning Time. Go ahead and give us your thoughts. Put it in the prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back every week. Have another review for you.
Absolutely. And make sure you check out our previous episodes. We've done all second season as well as the first season. So make sure you go to the playlist and check those out. And then, like I said, make sure you subscribe. We are doing this every week.